everybody, Agashe here. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a new Korean drama that I recently watched. So the drama is called Item, and I forgot what day it airs, but so far it aired 4 episodes. It's those episodes where it airs two like back-to-back episodes. So it stars with Joo Jin-Hoon. He plays in here. Everybody, pretty much some of you guys seen him. He's in like the big Netflix drama right now called Kingdom, which Agashe and I have not watched. Zombie, it's a little bit scary. Can't even watch Train to Busan, so, but we'll give it a shot on that drama. But yeah, he plays the main guy in here as Kang, and he is a prosecutor who works really hard to rescue his niece while also finding himself with like mixing with mysterious supernatural items and stuff like that. And then the main girl is she's played by Jin Se-young, and she plays Shin So-young. And she is a criminal profile who like has a lot of skills, and she is really good at like pretty much solving her cases. And she ends up working with Kang, and like they're trying to like solve these cases that has been happening around. And then I'm pretty sure this is our bad guy because it seems like it in the drama. He is played by Kim Kang-woo, and he plays Jo Se-hwang, and he is pretty much a psychopath who collects supernatural items powers, and he uses them to his liking, and you know, all these things. So he's kind of like crazy about it, and he likes it, and he's rich too. Well, his dad's rich, so he like inherits like stuff, you know. And then we get Kim Yuri. She plays Han Yuna, and she's like a friend of Kang, but at the same time it seems like she's working for Jo Se-hwang. And then we get Lee Dae-young playing Shin Gun-chol. He is Shin So-young's dad, and he's also like a veteran investigator, so he's also helping Kang with cases. And then there's Park Woo-sung, who plays Gun Dong-young, and he's a Catholic priest. And then we got Rin-ah as Kim Dae-in, and she is Kang-gong's niece. So the synopsis for this drama is basically very simple and straightforward. A prosecutor and a criminal and profiler ends up working together to attempt to pretty much figure out the secrets behind these various objects that has superpowers and all these things that has been like spreading among like the city. So we start off with it takes us back to like something that happens like in the future. So we see like this train going off crazy on the rail tracks, and it's like not going forward, it's reversing really fast, and it's about to hit another train, and Kang is running into this train station telling everybody to leave, and people are not leaving, but they keep saying like, oh look, it's the murderer prosecutor, and he's like, run you people, like you guys are gonna be in danger. And you see him run into the trail tracks, and he pulls out this picture which is like partially stuff is like vanishing. The picture is like half like of the whatever it is, only half of it, and he puts on this bracelet and it glows blue, and he stops the train. And so that happens, and he wakes up, and it's like a dream, and he's getting his niece ready, and they're like going to go, you know, take her to school, and he's gonna go to work. So they don't technically live in the city. I don't know whatever place they're living in Korea, but yeah, it was his last day of work, and him and his niece are going to be moving to the city, which is Seoul. And we also at the same time figured out that his niece, she's mute, she doesn't talk. So he pretty much before he moves, his last like case that he actually gets involved with, he runs into this guy who's like abusing this woman. And he tries to stop this guy, and he sees what this guy is able to do, the abilities he has. This guy can smash a chair by just touching it, smashing a glass bottle by touching it, and this guy's like, you've never seen something like this before. So Kang gets into a fight with him, and they like, you know, run and chase each other and fight, and Kang is just like confused, like he has like this guy who randomly, who don't know who he is, and he's like trying to catch this guy, and this guy just has so much powers, and Kang is like having a fight with him, and when the guy's about to like fall off the building, Kang grabs him, and the bracelet he has on flies off the building. And that's like it for that part. And then we end up seeing Jose Huang getting out of jail, and he's like, the public is like taking his picture and everything, and he's like, oh, you know, he kneels and he goes, I want to apologize to you guys on what I think their company is called Huang Wang, something like that. He's like, I want to apologize on what the company has done for you guys, and thank you for supporting us. So we kind of like don't know what he's doing here or what's going on, you know. And then that's like his story right there. And then we swap over to Shin Sung-young, and she is the criminal profiler, and her team are watching the news, and then like they're like, okay, now say Jo Sang-hwang has gotten out of the jail. What are we gonna do? We can't put him in jail again for, you know, kidnapping or, you know, all these things like that. We have to charge him with homicide, because he committed homicide. And they're kind of like, you know, the team leader is like, how are we gonna do that? And then they're like, go with what Shin Sung-young's been doing. So she's been collecting information on Jo Sang-hwang of what is actually going on, and with them over the cases of finding bodies with like pieces of paper like stuck in their mouth, cut open and stuck inside them and stuff like that. So she's like, her and her team are trying to gather information to pretty much put Jo Sang-hwang in jail forever. And then we swap back to Kang and his niece. They have a ride in Seoul, and apparently they end up living in the same building, one floor above Shin Sung-young. And he meets her, and he just like stumbles upon her and tells her like, I'm sorry, this is our first time meeting, but can I say this to you? I saw you die in my dream. And she's like, oh my god, this creeper, you're crazy, you know. But apparently her dad knows him, and they're like going to work together. But yeah, he has like his ability, pretty much, he doesn't have any superpowers, ability or anything, but like he has weird dreams, and the dreams kind of predicts future stuff. That's what he has, and he doesn't know it yet because nothing has happened. And then you know, pretty much all of that, we get to see Jo Sang-hwang again, and he goes into the secret room, and he has like this shelf of like supernatural items, and he's like, he opens one of the boxes, and he's all like pissed, and then he tells his butler like, why is this missing? And his butler's all like, you know, master, nobody has come into this room since the day you went to jail. And he's all like, well, look, because it's missing. And you kind of don't know what it's missing. And then he's like standing there, and he's like upset and all this stuff like that. And he has this really old Polarid whatever camera, and it sends out a picture to him. And he takes that picture and he looks at it, and it's a picture of a little girl who picks up the bracelet. And you don't see the face of the little girl, but you just see the back of it, and she's holding a bracelet. So now you get it, that bracelet that the guy that Kang was chasing, that bracelet belongs to Jo Sang-hwang. It gives you those supernatural powers. He lost it. Now Kang's niece has it, and she is wearing the bracelet now, but she hasn't like had any powers or anything like that, and Kang has no idea that she has it. We also get to see like this priest guy who has like this dagger that shoots out like this red stuff, and he like, you know, prays on it, and he kills people. And like Jo Sang-hwang, he gets like pictures sent from the camera that like this guy is going out there and killing people with like this supernatural items. So pretty much Jo Sang-hwang wants that dagger, and so he's trying to find this person who actually has it. And so it's like, you know, just like a bunch, he's pretty much obsessed with collecting all these items because he wants to take over his dad's company and pretty much eliminate everybody on his dad's company so that everything is his. So he's covered in wealth, and he's covered with all these supernatural items because he's a collector of it, and it gives him like, you know, the ultimate powers to have everything. But yeah, who knows what this priest guy is doing. He's going around killing people, and he's the one who's actually killing people, which Shin So-young and her team thinks it's Jose Huang, but it's actually not. It's this guy, because every time he finished killing them, this priest guy, he ends up sticking a piece of the Bible inside of them. So it could be inside their mouth, be their stomach cut open, be inside of them, and all this stuff like that. So yeah, and so we also get to find out that Kang has actually been involved in a case with Jose Huang before. So now he is going to seek out to put Jose Huang in jail forever. So that is pretty much it, the first 4 episodes. There's like a lot of things going on, but it's basically, it kind of introduces you that like Jose Huang, he's just this crazy guy who's obsessed with superpower, natural wealth and stuff like that, and he's seeking out to grab all of this so he could be like the ultimate master behind it and all these things like that. And Kang being the best prosecutor ever, he's now in Seoul trying to complete this task of putting this guy in jail forever. And Shin So-young is a great criminal profiler, and they're gonna end up working together. And pretty much Kang-gong's dreams, it's gonna come to play where he's gonna realize that it's what's gonna happen in the future, and he needs to prevent it from happening, or you know, go within and stuff like that. And then at the same time, you know, we get into a sticky situation because his niece now has the bracelet. But that bracelet that his niece is wearing, it seems like from the beginning when he first had his dream of him stopping the train, he also has that bracelet too. So I have a feeling that his niece probably died in the process of it, because of that stupid Jose Huang is trying to steal the bracelet from his niece and kills his niece. And then that's when, you know, Kang decides to, you know, let's use this bracelet to fight up against Jose Huang. But yes, that is it for the first 4 episodes of the drama item. So far, it seems interesting with all the supernatural and criminal stuff going on, but it's a little bit confusing because you kind of like the characters. Some of the characters are not really like explained well on what their purpose is or what they're doing, besides knowing these 3 like characters that are kind of like going to be involved with each other. Because it seems like this girl, the girl playing Han Yuna, seems like she likes Kang, but at the same time it's like she's working with Jose Huang, like giving him information. So it's like everybody's under Jose Huang's like umbrella working for him, and it's only Kang and Shin So-young working together trying to solve everything. But yeah, we will see how this drama turns out, and if you guys have not seen it, do go ahead and watch it to see if you guys are interested. If you guys are interested in like criminal stuff like that, supernatural, I mean, it's not the best at it, but you know, it has its interest in it, and you know, kind of like, I like criminal stuff. It's just I get paranoid with this sometimes. So I'll be watching it to see how this drama turns out, and I'll reveal with you guys once it ends.